This is a rare photo taken in the late 1960s of senior Ugandan army officers. It is one of those photos of the old crop of officers meeting together. They were the founders of the Ugandan army. Those in the photo include Dr. Milton Obote, the President of Uganda, Felix Onama, the Minister for Defense, Idi Amin, Army Chief of Staff, later Defense Secretary, Colonel Okoya, later Brigadier Okoya, Colonel Suleiman Hussein, later Brigadier and Chief of Staff of Uganda Army. At this time, he was actually based in Moroto, which was the headquarters of the 2nd Battalion Ugandan Rifles. Colonel Tito Okello, later the commander of the Ugandan Army and the President of Uganda. Colonel Juma Musa, Colonel Langoya, Major Ito Jok, later Major General Ito Jok, Chief of the Staff of the Ugandan Army. Captain Charles Arube, later Brigadier Arube, appears in civilian clothes. Lieutenant Colonel Pangarasio Nek, the barrel-chested Uganda Army officer, who was common in parades. Major General Shabano Polot, who was the Defense Secretary, does not appear in this photo. He had been sidelined from army affairs. In 1969, during the month of December, Opolot was detained. This followed an assassination attempt on President Milton Obote. I'm unable to proceed with the recognition of the faces. If you can, please do so. Most of these officers were well trained. They all served in one barracks before barracks were expanded all over Uganda. They were colleagues in the 1st Battalion Uganda Army Bama Garrison, which was later called Gaddafi Garrison. The old name of the barracks was 4th Battalion King African Rifles, Bama Garrison. That is before independence. Bama Garrison was the scene of massive recruitment and training programs for Uganda, East African and Southern African soldiers who served in Abyssinia and Bama during the Second World War. In this group, only Tito Okello had served in the Second World War, having joined the army in 1944. He joins Major General Ndolo from Kenya, among the officers who joined in 1944. Many of these officers had studied in the School of Infantry in the barracks in Jinja. Many proceeded for senior army officers course in Britain, Israel, Greece, and other countries. The worst part came during the coup of 1971, in which Dr. Milton Obote was overthrown. 70% of these officers died in the first 48 hours of the coup, or simply moved to other countries. Those who were undergoing training in various countries chose to remain in those countries. Brigadier Hussein Suleiman, who was the Army Chief of Staff, died a painful death, together with Honorable Bataringaya, the Minister of Internal Affairs, and many other commanding officers. The official statement that was issued was that they had disappeared, or they just decided to go to Tanzania. Today, very few, if any, of these officers are alive. Army combat and old age have taken their toll. This presentation is in honor of those who served in the original Ugandan Army. I wish the government of Uganda will start a museum of honor for Ugandans who served in the First and Second World Wars, the Ugandan Rifles, Uganda Army, and the Uganda People's Defense Forces. Thank you. Kindly subscribe, comment, and give a like.